Hello everyone, it's Leo and I'm here today to talk about Pokemon. I was going to record a video about my guesses and ideas for the 2020 Precure season. Maybe we can guess what the theme is going to be based on Oceated Twinkle, but I decided not to do it today because there are so many great Pokemon news. But this talk is still going to come. I still had lots of notes here about the about what I feel, how I feel about the song and what the song's about, and maybe trying to guess the theme based on the lyrics and on the ideas of the song. But it's probably coming later this week, okay? I don't know when, but maybe later this week, like close to the weekend. But it's coming, so let's start our theory minds, because it's always nice to try to guess. I'm always wrong, but it's always nice to try to guess. But anyway, I'm here today to talk about Pokemon because I'm pretty excited about Pokemon Sword and Shield that's coming later this year for Nintendo Switch. I think this game is going to be very big and very important for the Pokemon franchise because it's the first game that we have on Nintendo Switch. It's the first Pokemon from the mainline Pokemon game that we're having in a console, in a not only a handheld console like the ones we had before. And I am a very big Pokemon fan. I've been playing Pokemon since the Red and Blue days. Honestly, I have only started playing officially on the DS because that's when I started working, and I was able to buy a DS for me, and I was able to buy Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and then that's when I started actually playing Pokemon in an official way. Before that, I only played on emulators. I'm sorry, but that's how it was possible for me at the time. The first thing that we knew when Pokemon Sword and Shield were coming were the starters, and I loved the starters right at the moment I saw them, and Scorbunny was my favorite. Even though I don't really love fire types, they're not my favorites, but Scorbunny was my favorite. But I haven't really decided which one is going to be my starter, at least so far. I haven't decided that. I'm still waiting to see more of the evolutions, and Scorbunny was my first pick because I think Scorbunny is the cutest out of all the three, but I love the three of them already. They're so huggable, and they're so cute, and I'm really loving the designs. And one thing, I usually don't get many fire Pokemon, so sometimes I start with the fire ones to have a fire Pokemon in my team. That's one of the reasons I'm thinking about choosing Scorbunny. But then I started seeing some video theories, and people were theorizing that the three of them, they have different inspirations. Scorbunny is inspired by sports, football, mostly, but sports in general. While Grookey is inspired by music and groove, its name comes from music, and the word groove has a lot to do with its name. And Sobble probably has a lot to do with theater and representing something and representing a feeling. Sobble always seems to be crying. And so, if we think about those ideas and what the ideas they had to create each one of them, I think that Grookey would be my to-go pick because I love music. You guys know, I love rhythm, and I love flow, I love music. But I don't know, grass is one of my favorite types, and usually there are way more interesting grass Pokemon than the starters. It usually happens in every single season. I love the grass starter, but I never pick the grass one because there are grass Pokemon that I like better than the starter ones. So it's still up in the air. But the other Pokemon that were announced, oh my god, they're so cute. Wooloo, come on. Wooloo's so cute. Gossifleur and its evolution, Eldegoss, if I'm not mistaken, they're cute. I love them already. See, that's a grass Pokemon I would also love to have on my team. I love Corviknight. It reminds me a lot of Edgar Allan Poe, but you guys know. I don't even have to say it, right? All Creamy is obviously my favorite so far. When this Pokemon was announced today, I almost screamed out loud because it's so cute. And it's funny because the Precure fans are the best, and when it was announced and people were seeing it, people already made the connection between All Creamy and Cure Whip. Cure Whip is so cute. I love Ichika, I love Cure Whip, and it has a lot to do with All Creamy's design. Like, the aesthetic of Cure Whip and All Creamy's is very similar. And so, like, it's another thing that makes All Creamy even more special. And All Creamy even has a special transformation when it comes to those Dynamax. It's not an evolution, right? It's only Dynamax. But in All Creamy's case, and in other Pokemon case, it's called Gigantamax because I think it is, I don't remember the name, because they transform, when they get bigger, they transform into something else. And then All Creamy just transforms into the big cake the Kira girls do in their group power. You know, their first group power when there were only 5, when Cure Perfect wasn't around yet. Like, the big cake they do, it's simply what All Creamy becomes, and that's so cool. I love it. And you know, it's so funny because, you know, like, Pokemon, usually some strong Pokemon, they have like this threatening design, but I love when we have like a cute fluffy Pokemon being really strong. I love that about Pokemon. You know, I love that about Magical Girls as well. This Dynamax evolution, it's not something that important to me. I don't really buy this concept. I don't think it's nice. But, well, the Mega Evolutions are not going to be in this game, it seems. And for me, that's not a problem. Honestly, I was never really hooked by the Mega Evolutions. I really like the designs of the Mega Evolutions, but gameplay-wise, I don't really care about it. I know people usually like them, and people usually have like strategies around a Mega Evolution in the team, but I don't know. I never really had this passion for Mega Evolutions. So for me, having or not having Mega Evolutions, I'm not gonna miss it. And you know, I liked the Z moves from the Sun and Moon games. I really liked them. They were so fun to use. It was so much fun. But they're probably not going to be around as well because it seems that they're on a regional thing when it comes to Alola. But anyway, those Dynamax evolutions, they don't bring me anything. You know, I don't care. I don't really care about them. And this Gigantamax as well. Like, okay, for All Creamy, that's fine. It's going to change its form. There are obviously going to be other Pokemon that are going to change their forms as well. But no. Oh, and I forgot to talk about that yellow Corgi dog Pokemon. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so cute as well. But I don't remember its name. It has like a big butt. And it's so cute. Oh my god. Like, there's so many cute Pokemon already. I have no idea how they're going to fit like into a 6 team. It's 6 Pokemon team. It's going to be very hard. But anyways, another thing that I'm really liking about this game is the characters. So far we have 4 gym leaders, and we have different characters as well appearing, like the professor and the champion. I'm loving the designs. Like Milo, so far, I think Milo is my favorite. Milo is the grass gym leader, and I love, one of the things I love, like one design that quickly captures me is those big bulky guys that are very, very cute, and they're very gentle. That always gets me. I love this design, you know, like, oh, who's going to be your favorite? I'm always going to look for those types, you know, in games and everything. That's one thing I really like. So Milo quickly captured me. But we have Nessa. Nessa is a goddess. We have 2 new gym leaders that were announced today. Bea, which is a fighting gym leader. She's a fighting specialist. And the other one, I forgot the name of the bizarre person, which is also very nice, that specializes on ghost Pokemon. And both of them, they're a new thing that's coming. They're going to be different. They're like, Bea is going to be exclusive to Pokemon Sword, and the other one is going to be exclusive to Pokemon Shield. That's a very nice thing. So far, Sword is winning in my book, even though I like Zamazenta better than, I forgot the name of the legendary from Sword. But the Shield legendary for me is the best one out of the 2. And one of the things that I'm not particularly fond about the gym battles. It seems that they're all in a stadium. And one of the things I really like about Pokemon is how creative they can be with the gym designs. We didn't have them in Pokemon Sun and Moon, but I was happy with how we had those special battles. Like, they have a name I forgot already. My memory sucks. But they have like a special battle, and I liked how it went. It was so corny. Most of the times, like Kaki's battle, it was so corny, but it was so good. And this time around, like I like when they create gyms. They have so many creative designs, and the designs of the gyms themselves. They usually are very good, and they leave an impact on you. And I always remember gyms from past games, and we've had 7 games, like 6 games with gyms, and 8 gyms in each one of the games. So many gyms there. I'm horrible at math. But what I want to say is that this time around, it seems to be like the gym battles are just in a stadium, a simple stadium, and like the magic of the gyms is lost because of that. Because the design, it plays a big part, but like at least from the rumors that are concerned in this game, that are concerned from Sword and Shield, it seems that at least the leaders, you're going to have like to pass some tests before you confront them in a Pokemon battle. So maybe there's something interesting there, and before the stadium part. So I'm still waiting because I'm excited. But anyway, I feel like there are big things about this game that people are discussing a lot and people are very angry about. The first one, I think, is the fact that Scorbunny is probably going to be firefighting, and people are very angry about it. And honestly, I think that Game Freak is just playing along and just saying, oh, it's a meme now. Fire starters, they need to be firefighting, so this one is going to be firefighting as well. And so that's what happened with Scorbunny. And there are some angry people already about it. I don't care again. It's something that I don't really care. But I think the thing that made people most angry about is the national dex thing. And I honestly understand where people come from with this, because I think that completing the dex with all of the Pokemon is something very important to some people. But for me, it's not going to be a bother for me personally, because I'm never the completionist type of person. So I don't really care about completing the dex. And I know some favorites of mine are not going to be in the dex. Like if Jinx is not available in this game, I'm going to riot. But in general, I feel like this is not going to take away my experience with Pokemon and how fun it can be. Like meeting a new world, meeting new friends. I think that the things I like the most about a Pokemon game are nice Pokemon, like a generation full of great Pokemon, and I think this one is going to have it. Just like Alola, I really like the Alola dex because it's full of great Pokemon, and the Alola versions of the Pokemon are also great. It's a very nice idea. And another thing that I really like is the customization when it comes to your character, dressing up and changing the hair, changing the costumes. That's probably my favorite part, and I missed it so much when playing Let's Go because the customization part of it is so small. So I really hope that this game really brings it in terms of customization. I really hope it does, like lots of hats, lots of costumes, and maybe a me version of a way for you to play with your Pokemon. That would be also amazing. I really like this thing. When we have this thing in a game, for me it's awesome, because I always love connecting with my Pokemon and play with them and caress them and give them food. It's always fun to do. So like the national dex is not something that's really gonna bother me. And I think that I don't know, I'm so excited for this game, and those things, as I said, they're not important to me, so I'm not angry about them. And honestly, I feel like I'm not really caring much about those little stuff. I think that the whole experience is going to be better. I'm in such a cool place, like in my life right now, at least concerning my hobbies, that I'm not really thinking about those things. You know, I just want to enjoy the game, honestly, and I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, so I'm okay with that. And you know, I'm so stressed with so many adult things that I like those things. They need to be like a good place for me to be, and so I'm not concerned about those stuff. I just want to enjoy Sword and Shield. And this video is way too long. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry for taking your time talking about this game too much. I'm sorry. But I wanted to talk about Pokemon because Pokemon is amazing and I'm very excited for Sword and Shield. Please have a Jinx in the Galar decks. Jinx, we need a Jinx. If I can ask something, an opera singer, a Jinx opera singer version of her with a Gigantamax version, like Gigantamax evolution. I don't know if that's called an evolution. I don't know. But okay, come on. Like Jinx grows bigger and then she kind of turns like into an opera singer. That would be fire. I would love that. Or maybe a Jinx evolution. I don't care. I just want to see Jinx in this game. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching and until next time. Bye bye.